Arsenal ready to hijack Chelsea's deal for Lacroy, the Crystal Palace centre-back, to be Saliba's replacement. Make sure you're liking and subscribing. Pardon me. Make sure you're liking and subscribing and you're hitting the bell notification so you're always notified every single day when we drop Arsenal transfer news. And today we've got Lacroix being looked at as the replacement for Celiba. We know that Celiba obviously went down for France, got injured. He's been with back pain. He's been assessed and he's been having injections and playing under pain. And apparently, according to all the reports, he will be out to 4 to 5 months, which will leave Celiba out towards around December time, early January, when we could look to get Celiba back. Now, that could do enough damage to get us out of the title race potentially. And Arsenal are looking at different deals to try and get different players to replace him and looking at different options. And Lacroix has been one of the centre-backs that have been eyed by Arsenal. Obviously, a French international. Chelsea have been linked with him since the start of the window. And Arsenal now, after Celiba going down injured, are now looking at a replacement. Now, we don't know fully when we're going to get Celiba back. And yes, Arsenal have got different options. And Arsenal have got players like, Mascara and Hincapié that could do a job. At the same time, Hincapié is our best left back. And Mascara, we don't know if he can, hold it down for that long in the league and play consistently at the level that we need to retain the Premier League and potentially go on to win the Champions League. Now, the likely fee for Lacroix is being said to be around 55 to 70 million pounds, meaning Arsenal got to decide whether Celiba's injury justifies another major defensive investment. For me, when you're on top, you got to go strong, you got to strengthen. And Celiba being out for that many months, if Celiba was out for a couple of weeks, maybe you could say, okay, maybe Arsenal can hold it down until Celiba comes back. 4 to 5 months is a very long time. And I think you don't want to rush the player back as well. It's not just about the 4 or 5 months. It's also about the player coming back, not being at 100%, maybe being need to be eased in, him getting used to his body again. You don't want to rush him straight into big matches and competitive matches and playing 90 minutes because you could aggravate it again. You could keep him out again. You could get a reoccurring injury, like we kind of had issues with Odegaard reoccurring issues and Saka reoccurring issues and players like that getting reoccurring injuries. You don't want to risk that. You could end up messing Saliba's career. What Arsenal got to look at is, does Celiba is it worth risking Celiba getting re-injured by rushing him back after having him out for 5 months? There's going to be the temptation if things are not going well, if we're losing games, if we're, getting further and further away from, retaining our Premier League trophy, pressure mounts. Will the pressure push us to play Celiba? If you go and get Lacroix, then all of a sudden you take that pressure away. You've got a player there that's used to the Premier League, that's good, that knows how to perform. And you're a lot more, you still want Celiba back, obviously, but you're not as tempted to say, okay, we need you back now. I'm going to rush you back now. And we're going to get you back now. And you need to play now. You've got that kind of time. You give yourself that kind of time. And you don't want Celiba getting reoccurring injuries to the point where he could turn into the next Ledley King, for example. God forbid, touch wood. You don't want that type of situation happening. So you need to prevent these kind of issues. And it's being said that obviously Lacroix is expected to experience in the Premier League with Crystal Palace. So you've got that. There's no adaptation period. He's quick, aggressive, and comfortable defending large spaces. Attributes needed alongside the Gabriel. I think also the way that we play a very compact defensive style of football is going to suit him. I think it helps. You've seen it help our play style help Mascara and help other players like Hincapié adapt to the Premier League, adapt to our system and the way that we play. We play a very much defensive game. So Lacroix is not coming into a team where he's going to be exposed all the time by us playing a high line or those kind of things. A bit like you see Kabasi, the way he's playing for Spain. He seems to be a much better player, even though he's so young. a much better player playing for Spain than he is playing for Barcelona. Why? Barcelona expose him a lot of times. They play a high line. They play this, gegenpressing football, commit loads of players going forward, which then puts him in a lot of 1v1 situations, gets him very exposed, not a lot of protection around him. Arsenal do not play like that. So Lacroix won't be coming into a team where he's going to be getting exposed all the time. I think he'll be able to fit in pretty well. Obviously, Chelsea reportedly won him, creating a genuine London rival transfer battle. Now, I'm not sure what Chelsea have offered Lacroix, but at the same time, you look at the situation at Chelsea, and it does look all over the place. I know they got Xabi Alonso and everything else like that. There's a lot of question marks to do with Chelsea. The way they're building their team, the way that managers keep going, the way there's no, they're not addressing all the positions that they need to strengthen. I think there's a lot of issues at Chelsea. I think Arsenal right now are one of the few teams that are looking a lot more stable, and we've got a more stable platform. Obviously, we won the league as well, so he will be joining the Premier League champions. We've got that, this is why I wanted Arsenal to win trophies, because now we go into conversation saying we just want a major honor. Do you want to win major honors here? Because this football club can now offer players the option and the chance of winning major honors again, realistically. And I think that holds a lot of weight in these kind of conversations. And I like Lacroix. I think he's a very good centre back. I think he does really well. And you can even see Konsa, who has been linked to us as well. I'd rather Lacroix over Konsa, if I be completely honest. I'll rather Lacroix. You guys can let me know in the comments which one do you prefer, Konsa or Lacroix. I'd rather go for Lacroix out of the two. Konsa's okay, but I'd rather go for Lacroix. I think he's a very good centre back. 26 years old as well, so he's hitting his peak. I think it's a very good time to bring in this kind of experienced centre back in the situation that we're currently in. I can understand that the club probably wasn't looking at a centre back, but obviously you have to react to these kind of situations. And I think Arsenal going into hijack Lacroix, this is good. This is what I want to see. I'm happy that we're in a situation that we can go out there and hijack some of our rivals' main targets. For so many years, it was we getting hijacked of our best players or players that we're linked to and that we want, and other teams come in and get them. And I think it shows where Arsenal are as a football club, that we can go and have the audacity to try and take away from some of our biggest rivals. And I'm nothing but happy to see that and see how it unfolds. Obviously, we still need to put the money down. 55 to 70 million is going to be a lot. They're going to know that Arsenal are desperate as well. And that, obviously, we've got money getting the Champions League final, record-breaking revenue coming into Arsenal. The fact that we won the Premier League, so it's not going to be cheap. It's not going to be cheap. I think if we can get him around 50 to 60 million. Remember, we got Ben White around 50 million. I think we got Ben White from Brighton. I think it was 50 million that we bought him for. So, 50, 60 million, I won't be saying it's ludicrous money. We have paid around 50 million before for a centre back. So I don't think it's a mad amount of money, but this is good. I like the fact that the club is being proactive. One thing I've been getting onto Arsenal about is how we haven't been moving proactive. And I was like, we need to move more proactive, or moving too comfortable, too relaxed, too like, oh, it's all right, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? We'll just take our time. I like the fact that we are getting quick resolutions and quick solutions to issues. And like I said, to be honest, Arteta did know that Celiba was playing through pain. So surely he must have known that we need to look at potential players if he does get injured. But it's going to be very interesting. I want you guys to let me know. Do you think that we don't need to buy another centre-back? We've got Henkape that can play there. We've got Mascara that can play there. Do we need to go out there and get another centre-back? Or can we hold it down until December, early January, when Celiba comes back after his injury? Do you think that's something that Arsenal can afford to do and still go in for the Premier League and still go in for the Champions League? Or do you think it's a massive risk and we should go and get Lacroix now and avoid, trying to shuffle the team around? Because, if you're playing the Henkape there, then all of a sudden on the left-hand side, you might have to play now Calafiori. Now, I personally think Calafiori is a liability defensively. This is why I don't speak a lot about him, because I do think he's a liability. But do you think that will be fine? We'll be fine with, you know, Calafiori on the left-hand side and Henkape in the middle with Gabriel and Timber on the right? You know, it's going to be very, very interesting because we don't even know what the condition of Timber's going to be. Timber's, the Netherlands coaching team were complaining about how worn out and fatigued and, you know, the health of Timber was when he was going to represent the Netherlands. So we've got a couple of issues there. We don't know how fit Timber is. You know, and he was running to the ground last season. So it's very interesting to see what we're going to do. I mean, you can't count on Ben White. So it's going to be a very interesting one. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Make sure you're liking and subscribing, doing all that good stuff. And I'm out, familia. Love.